Danganronpa is a really important game to me. When I first touched it, I didn't know a single thing about it, literally. I didn't know about the killing game, Monokuma, none of it. So it was a surprise to me that such an intriguing and captivating game was hidden from me for so long. I hear a lot of talk around the internet really putting down Danganronpa, and I genuinely don't understand why. "I'm a Danganronpa fan, do not play Danganronpa" is not an uncommon phrase. Perhaps the discourse is more due to the fanbase rather than the games, but every community from a popular franchise is awful. I do not partake in that shit. Instead, I just want to spend an unreasonable amount of time and money pouring my heart into a game that I really enjoy and I think deserves the recognition. Is that so bad? I mean, the game lets you collect everyone's underwear for God's sake. Who doesn't want that?
I mean, look at that, it's just gorgeous.
Honestly, the fact that you even think this is even remotely appropriate is frankly absurd.
You gave it to me.
You are beyond reason, which makes you perfect.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, nothing. Au revoir, little biscuit.
This game is freaky, dude. Some of these shots are incredible. Most of this game is only manipulated 2D sprites, and what they do with it is amazing. All that combined with the art style, it's legitimately scary.
Before we go any farther, I guess I should introduce myself. My name's Makoto Naegi.
As you can see, I'm nothing but a hopelessly average high school student. Average on the outside, average on the inside. I really don't have much going for me when it comes to grades, special abilities, even personality. I mean, yeah, I have hobbies and stuff I like to do, but it's not like I'm a psychic or mutant or whatever. What the fuck are you Makoto, what the fuck are you talking about? So Makoto has been accepted into the prestigious Hope's Peak Academy, where success is guaranteed to any graduate. Only ultimate students have a hope of attending. What's an ultimate student? It's essentially a student who excels in one particular field. So what does Makoto excel in?
Makoto got in by luck of the draw, making him the ultimate lucky student.
Trying to play it cool, I took my first step into Hope's Peak Academy. It was also my first step towards starting a new life at a new school. At least, that's what I was hoping for. What the? The reason I was brought to Hope's Peak Academy wasn't because I had ultimate good luck. It was so I could experience ultimate despair. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body feels heavy. It's pretty normal for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever. Whoa, Makoto! You can't do that in class! After waking up alone in the classroom, it's apparent something isn't right. The windows appear to have been bolted shut with metal, and there's a crudely drawn invitation sitting on the desk. Makoto rushes to the meeting area in the main hall to meet with the other students. Before we get there, I just want to take a second to listen to the music. I love this music, dude. I'm going to be talking about the music a lot throughout this game. I just know I am. Just have a listen. It just sets the atmosphere so perfectly, I can't describe it.
Whoa, hey! Another new kid?
Huh? Then you guys are all...
Yeah, we're all new here. Today's supposed to be our first day of class.
Sorry I'm late. A bunch of stuff happened. And then all of a sudden I was just asleep.
Whoa! You too?
Things just keep getting curiouser and curiouser.
So strange! I declare, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this is a strange situation indeed.
What are you talking about? I honestly have no idea what's going on right now.
It looks like we've stumbled across a bunch of other students in the same situation as Makoto. But just who are these other students? Well, I'm glad you asked. Kiyotaka Junko, Toko Mondo, Sakura, Byakuya, Celeste, Kyoko, Asahina Fujisaki, Yasuhiro, Hifumi, Sayaka, Mukuro, Ikusaba. Wait, Mukuro, Ikusaba. Wait, no, she's not. Hey, did someone give Mukuro the casting call? She's not supposed to be here yet.
Already, just in these small character introductions, we're getting some really interesting foundations.
Hey, listen.
Leon's the ultimate baseball star, but he hates baseball.
You know...
He would much rather play music instead. I really like how this game's already establishing interesting approaches to its characters. By the way, I absolutely love this subtle effect. It somehow hits really hard with minimal effort.
Hi, I'm Sayaka Mizono.
Sayaka. Oh boy. She's a famous pop idol. You can see her here with all of her friends. What the fuck is going on over here? What happened to her face? No matter how you slice it, she's really beautiful. Almost like a doll or something.
I'm not a doll, you know. I'm alive.
Huh? Did you hear me? Sayaka, I was blue texting. Blue text is in my head, you dumb bitch.
Oh shit. I probably shouldn't say that.
Quick, just ad-lib something, anything.
Fuck. I'm psychic.
Nice fucking save, idiot. You're stuck with that now, you know?
Kidding. I just have really good intuition.
She's a sharp one.
Ow!
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
Baby. Can I ask you your name?
Wow, it's like talking to a brick wall.
So, this killing game sucks, doesn't it?
Shut up.
Okay.
She's pretty tight-lipped, huh? Oh, but, you know...
I know what? What do I know? Makoto, what are you doing?
Getting invited here means you're some kind of ultimate something, right? So, what ultimate something are you?
That doesn't matter.
Why should I tell you?
Huh? Well, I guess you don't have to tell me.
No, I don't have to tell you, so I'm not going to.
It looks like Kyoko's talent is a mystery for now.
Name's Byakuya Togami.
I'm surprised this dickbag even told me his name.
Even among the ultimate students, this one is special.
He certainly is.
I do not think we have been introduced. I am Celestia Ludenberg.
She's my favorite.
Celestia Luden, huh?
Ludenberg, it is my name. But if you don't mind, I would prefer you to call me Celeste.
If you don't mind, could you tell me your real name?
I don't know what you are talking about. Celestia Ludenberg is my real name. But as I mentioned, I would much rather you call me Celeste.
She's polite, but pretty forceful at the same time. I don't think she wants to say any more about it.
Oh my god, she's my favorite.
Makoto, you said a bunch of stuff happened and that you were just asleep, right? Well, the same is true for all of us.
What? Seriously?
I mean, seriously? Just after each of us got to the main hall, we lost consciousness. When we came to, we were somewhere here in the school. That's what happened to you, right?
But that's just weird. That every one of us would get knocked out like that.
Plus, all my stuff's missing, even my cell phone.
Shut the fuck up, Junko.
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. To all incoming students, I would like to begin the entrance ceremony at right now. Please make your way to the gymnasium at your earliest convenience. That's all. I'll be waiting.
What the fuck was that just now?
Huh? Teddy bear?
I'm not a teddy bear.
I am Monokuma!
And I am this school's headmaster.
It was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. Right before my eyes, it was... What I was seeing was utterly incomprehensible.
I'm Monokuma, and I'm your headmaster. Let's talk a bit about what your school life here will be like. You will all live a communal life together solely within the confines of this school. Everyone will live in harmony together and adhere to the rules and regulations of the school.
Huh?
Now then, regarding the end date for this communal life, there isn't one. In other words, you'll all be here until the day you die. Such is the school life you've been assigned.
It's here that Monokuma explains the students are trapped here with no hopes of escape. The metal plates are a clear representation that the students are completely cut off from the outside world.
Having to live here together would be quite the problem.
Come now, what's the matter with all of you? You decided of your own free will to attend Hope's Peak Academy, didn't you? And now, before the entrance ceremony is even finished, you've already decided you want to leave? Oh, but you know, I guess I did forget to mention one thing. There is one way for you to leave the school.
Really?
Now, let me tell you about this fun little rule. As I mentioned, in order to maintain an environment of harmony here, we rely on a communal lifestyle. And if someone were to disrupt that harmony, they and they alone would be allowed to leave the school. That, my students, is the graduation clause.
What do you mean by disrupt the harmony?
Well, you know, if one person were to murder another...
Murder?
Yes, indeed.
Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting, how you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that.
Gotcha, you little piece of shit! I don't know if you're a toy or a stuffed animal or whatever the hell. Either way, I'm gonna rip you to fucking shreds!
What? Violence against the headmaster is in violation of school regulations!
Shut the fuck up! Let me out of here, I swear to Christ! Hey, damn it.
What? No smart-ass comeback this time?
Piece of shit!
Stop that goddamn beeping and say something!
Watch out, get rid of it!
Monokuma nearly explodes in Mondo's hands, but allows him to get off the hook this time. However, next time someone takes a swing at him, they won't be so lucky. Violence against the headmaster is strictly prohibited in the rules. Lastly, Monokuma hands each student their handbook containing their profiles and a list of those school rules. The students are left to ponder the situation they've been placed in. But surely it's fine, right? No one here would willingly kill someone to escape, right?
They all stared at one another, trying to gauge each other's thoughts. I could almost taste the hostility, and that's when it hit me. I realized the true terror hidden within the rules Monokuma had laid out. You must kill someone if you want to leave. Those words had planted vicious thoughts deep within each of us. Each of us became suspicious of everyone else. We were forced to wonder, is somebody going to betray us? And that's how my new school life began. This school, which had come out of nowhere to raise my hopes so high. It's not a school of hope. It's a school of despair.
Sayaka makes light of a particular line in one of the rules. The student who commits the murder can only escape if they get away with the crime without being discovered.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I hope you're okay. Makoto.
Makoto. I should be voicing Sayaka. I've got a voice down. Makoto.
That's good.
By the way, what are you doing here?
Actually, I came to get
You came? Without me?
Sayaka has come to tell us that the students are meeting in the dining hall. As we make our way there, I want to quickly mention the movement. Instead of naturally turning like in many other games, Makoto can strafe left and right using the bumpers. All I can think of when doing this is how he'd look in real life.
One last thing I want to point out is the cute little pixel portraits on everyone's door. I love a little bit of pixel art, and these sprites give off major gremlin energy, and anything that has gremlin energy fuels the deepest crevices of my soul, so that's a plus.
Nobody was waiting there for us. We don't really have much choice. I guess we should just wait here for now.
Okay, let's just wait here.
Huh? You heard that?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Come on, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition.
Is it really just intuition? I wonder what's going on in that huge round head of hers. It's very big.
Makoto, did you happen to go to Blackroot Junior High? Were you maybe in class 2?
Yeah, actually, I was.
Seriously, why am I not doing Sayaka's voice?
And to thank you for helping me out, I'm going to become your ultimate assistant.
Huh? My assistant?
Yep, I'm your assistant now.
Damn it, Sayaka, I've told you 1,000 times. I need that quarterly report now.
Have you been budgeting my spending like I told you? I maxed my credit card last month. What's up with that? By the way, I've been getting cryptic emails from this one Miss Enoshima. It must be a scam. Get rid of it. Did you cancel my 4:30 appointment or not? I'm going out with Kyoko.
I love how the UI changes when Makoto realizes it's nighttime. It really feels like we're seeing the world directly from Makoto's eyes.
Okay, it looks like everyone's here. Time to start the meeting. Let's all go around and share what we found out during our respective investigations. The sooner we find out what's going on, the sooner we get out of here.
During the meeting, everyone discusses their findings while investigating the school. Next to nothing is learned, other than there are multiple flaws to the building. However, more information about the dorms is being discovered. Not only are they completely soundproof, but only the girls' bathrooms have locks on them. This baffles Makoto, since he was sure his bathroom was locked only moments ago.
What the hell were you thinking? Just sitting around the gym the whole time? What the? If you wanted to go with someone, you should have just said something!
Forget it. Like I'd want to go anywhere with a dirty slut like you.
Slut? I don't even know how to react! How can you say something to
There are numerous places in the school you can't visit during nighttime, and sleeping anywhere other than the dorms is prohibited. Because of this, Celeste proposes a new self-imposed rule.
Going out at nighttime should be prohibited altogether.
Everyone agrees to the rule and proceeds to disperse for the night.
Once Makoto gets back to his room, he checks his door to see if it really was locked. To his surprise, Monokuma shows up and explains that his door frame jams the door, making it hard to open.
You're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But it looks like you're not lucky at all. Anyway, I suddenly don't feel like being here anymore. Bye!
Hey, wait! Damn it.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Time to talk about the music again. I was not a fan of Mr. Monokuma's lesson when I first heard it, to be honest, but I tell you what, this track is bumping, dude. Sayaka asks Makoto to help find a weapon they could possibly use for self-defense, if that time ever came, of course. The information text, by the way, has some great lines throughout. You can see I was skipping through it because I've read it all before, but I nearly missed this great line because of it. These characters are scary sometimes. I don't know if it's the art style, the fact that they're cardboard cutouts, or the atmosphere induced by the music and setting, but when you spot one of them just standing out of the open, or they pop into view when you turn a corner, it's always scary.
Well, hello. I hope the two of you are having a nice day.
Okay. Good morning, Celeste.
Exchanging such common greetings is somehow strange.
Is that okay?
Given the circumstances and everything.
You know, sometimes you scare me a little. I kinda like it. I like it a lot.
What the fuck?
Seriously, dude, the way that she just stands there is so creepy.
When the time comes, I'll protect you.
Makoto, you smooth talker.
You'll protect me?
Stay back. I'll protect you. Never seen this. Never seen this before.
Thank you for saying that. If I've got you on my side, I guess I don't need a weapon after all.
Watch this, watch this. I give him a kick. I give him a stab. I give him one of these. Whoosh. Kick. Hilt. Double stab. Watch this. I'm twirling. Sayaka!
Look, I know we just talked about music, but let's talk about music again. This song is so good. Like Mr. Monokuma's lesson, I didn't appreciate it enough when I first heard it. It's really soothing and makes me feel so relaxed. Sayaka is beginning to snap. Her friends and her career mean everything to her, and she's only just coming to the realization that she's trapped and may not see them ever again.
I can't afford to be
Sayaka? Actually, are you hungry? Is that all this is? Are you just hungry? You're acting like a hungry little baby. You want a Snickers bar?
Yum yum, eat up. Come on, Sayaka, eat up. You're not you when you're hungry.
Okay, so now comes a very important part of the game known as free time. Free time allows you to talk and give gifts to anyone you want. This gives you more of their backstory, and while the information isn't necessary, it can really help in class trials, and it's just nice knowing more about the characters. With all that being said, however, I'm going to be skipping all the free times in this video. I've already seen them all, and the video is already rather draining to work on. Not to mention the length of the videos reaching a whole new level of unreasonable. What I will say though is that if you're playing this in your own time and choosing not to act upon free time, I think you're missing out on a large and important part of the game's experience and atmosphere. Yo, Celeste gave me the business.
Quiet down and listen!
Oh my god, Makoto's just a tiny little baby.
You are going to die.
Huh? Do you understand?
If you can't stop yourself from showing weakness in front of others, you will die.
What the hell? Don't even freaking joke about that.
I am not joking. Adaptability is survivability. Did I not say so? So, you'd better hurry up and adapt to your new life here.
What the hell is
You
this?
gone
completely insane? Adapt to my new life here? Do you have any idea what you're saying?
What? Yeah, sounds like the girl wants to live here. And hell, more power to her. But shit.
Piece of shit!
No way in hell am I living here. I'm getting out of here. I don't give a shit.
What I love about this dialogue exchange and ensuing conversation is that instead of freaking out, Celeste just accepts the reality and realizes staying here is the natural option. I guess I just really like those types of characters who have that calculated personality. And the best part is that with Celeste, you never quite know what she's actually thinking, leading her to be on my mind more than any other character.
Celeste's always on my mind. Do you see this shit?
What the fuck?
I mean, come on! If you really, really want to get out of here, all you gotta do is kill.
What the hell?
Why the hell are you laughing?
You know, I'm just impressed at the total commitment to this whole act.
Come on. You're still going on about that?
You're
So,
fucking dead. Mr. Serial Killer Psycho Freak Bastard. What the hell do you want?
Mr. Serial Killer Psycho Freak Bastard, huh? That's a pretty long name. German, maybe?
Monokuma is naturally angry that no one has killed anyone yet, and decides to come up with a motive in the form of a personalized video message. Each video is said to depict what is going on outside of the school.
Good, then we can go watch the video right now. But before we do that, I'd like to know. What are you? Why did you do something like this? What do you want from us?
What? What do I want from you? Well, if you must know.
Despair. That's all.
If you want to know more than that, you'll have to figure it out yourselves. Do whatever you need to uncover the mystery hidden within this school. I won't try and stop you.
What I love about this game is that there are two mysteries going on at any one time. First, we have the class trials for when someone dies, but everything is connected to the overarching mystery of the school. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what's in Makoto's video.
I yelled out without realizing it, and my heart started racing. Because what I saw on that monitor, it was my family.
After viewing his family disappear, one can only speculate what everyone else had to witness. Sayaka seemingly got hit really hard and rushes out of the room.
She looked like maybe she was upset, or angry, or no, hungry.
Eat up, come on.
As long as we work together, I'm sure we can find some way out of here. And help might even come before that.
What if there isn't a way out? What if help never comes?
If that happens, then I'll get you out of here myself, no matter what it takes. She looked at me with those big, wet eyes of hers.
Makoto!
Makoto, it's standing up! What's standing up?
Do you even have to ask?
Get the hell out of here!
It's Monokuma's!
Huh?
Sorry. I'm really sorry to come by so late.
Sayaka?
Right as nighttime hits, Makoto gets an unexpected visitor. Sayaka heard someone trying to break into her room, and as a result, Makoto and Sayaka have offered to switch rooms to keep each other safe. This brings up our first loophole in the rules. The rules state you can't sleep anywhere other than the dorms, but that doesn't mean you can't sleep in other people's dorms. Sayaka finally agrees not to open the door for anyone. Surely it will be a peaceful night, right? Nothing bad is going to happen whatsoever, right?
The bed itself looked exactly the same, but knowing Sayaka slept on it makes me look forward to trying it out for myself. As I lowered myself onto Sayaka's bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Sayaka's scent. Maybe it'll bring me some sweet dreams.
Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning.
I suppose I'm early.
Yo.
Sorry.
Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning, duty took a little longer than usual.
Indeed. I suppose I'm late.
Good morning, everyone.
My bad, my bad.
My bad, guys. Slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem? Is it so awful to be late?
Yo, I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle.
What's going on? Did something happen?
Yo.
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka?
Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here.
Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However, I got the sense that she always had her stuff together.
Listening to everyone talk like that, a small, dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The room had been completely transformed. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's been taken out of its sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? It's the sheath for the replica sword. The sword itself has been removed. More importantly, where's Sayaka? There are slashes and gouges on the walls and the floor. More importantly, where's Sayaka?
Where's Sayaka?
Where is
Sayaka?
Is
she
in the
bathroom?
She have a kitchen knife.
It's the display stand the sword was on. More importantly, where the fuck is Sayaka? It looks like the lint roller has way less sheets than it. More importantly, where's Sayaka? I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside.
God damn it.
Ah, you're awake! Finally! Wait.
Much better.
Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part of the agreement you have to uphold. Remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, You can't be found out by the other students.
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it.
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about?
Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution.
Execution?
What? And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution!
I think many of the students have had enough of this game at this point, but Junko is getting very upset. Monokuma starts provoking her, and without warning, Junko kicks him and pins him down.
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Huh? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed! You violated a school regulation!
This wasn't supposed to... Why? Me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shut wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
Fuck this game, dude. I think this death hits me the hardest. We had a really strong connection to Sayaka, sure, but seeing Junko get murdered in front of us is just so visceral. I really haven't talked about Hiro much at all yet, but seeing him find out it's actually real sends shivers down my spine. Before every class trial, we get the ability to explore and investigate the crime scene. This is the player's only chance to go over everything and begin to piece together the information. What the investigation does allow though is just some breathing room that the class trial does not.
Now that we've reached the first investigation, and essentially the first class trial, I want to talk about the structure of this video a little bit. Danganronpa is a very long game, and nearly every bit of dialogue matters, so it takes a lot of careful thinking about what to cut out and what to leave in. The reason why I bring this up now is because every single piece of information in the investigations and class trials are vital to the story as a whole, at least in that chapter. And to summarize it is just ridiculous. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to highlight those specific points that I find either interesting or have something of note to them specifically. And then at the end of the class trial, I'll just summarize the whole thing just like the game does.
Kyoko is gorgeous, dude. She has such nice eyes. And hair, of course.
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my...
Whoa! 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 If you know, you know. You know, one of the most interesting discoveries for me was seeing the nameplates have been switched around. It's just such an awesome truth bullet and got me speculating more than any of the others in this trial.
The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else.
Wait a minute. Oh my god!
Little baby.
This song is such a goddamn vibe, dude. The intensity of the trial coming up, and this is playing in the background.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
There are several mini-games, I'll call them, that class trials have. The most common of these is called non-stop debates, and it involves shooting your truth bullets that you collected during your investigation. If you've played these trials yourself, then you know that the logic certainly works, but it's a little jank.
Some of them are really obvious, and you have the answers in your head well before you actually have to use them. But other times, they're so obscure that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'm just firing off truth bullets at random. It's such a mixed bag at times, and I really was put off some of the trials because of it.
What's more funny to think about is seeing the goddamn reticle. Makoto's hands are so shaky, pointing a fucking gun at everyone's statements.
No, that's wrong!
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Another loophole is brought up here in the rules. Having an accomplice isn't mentioned anywhere, and I love hearing it brought up.
Is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
I think my favorite part of these trials is the segment where you have to go through all the notes and choose the best one that fits the scenario. Also, the multiple questions. I enjoy these much more than the convoluted non-stop debates.
Very well then. Pay attention. I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly. The room that Makoto was.
No, that's wrong.
Wrong again!
So when showing Sayaka's wrist, do they have pictures of the incident? Because in the anime, you can just see them showing evidence real time.
With the help of my assistant, you can clearly see the evidence. Just look at her.
What the heck do those numbers mean?
Of course. It's because they're not numbers. Rotate the image 180 degrees.
I think maybe I see something? L-E-O... Now I understand!
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
L, oh yeah, right. I totally get it now. I'm getting there. How do you spell Leon again? This is actually really hurting my arm, oh my god. Kyoko, do I have to keep doing this?
The closing arguments are my favorite part of this entire game. I love the art style and I love the music. Let's do a brief recap of the entire trial so we're all on the same page. I'll do this for every trial as well.
The killer is you!
Last night, when Sayaka and Makoto had swapped rooms, Sayaka secretly invited someone over with intentions to kill them. However, what she wasn't prepared for was for her killer to fight back. After picking up the replica sword, the killer broke Sayaka's wrist with it, forcing her to let go of the kitchen knife. Sayaka then fled into the bathroom, using the trick to open Makoto's door. Obviously, the killer didn't know about it, so they forced the door open instead. Once they got in, the killer grabbed the kitchen knife that Sayaka had dropped and stabbed her with it. Sayaka fortunately managed to write a dying message on the wall behind her. With Sayaka gone, the killer attempts to quickly destroy all evidence using a lint roller and takes off their shirt to destroy it. Using Yasuhiro's crystal ball and some serious accuracy, they switch on the incinerator and throw their shirt inside. Unfortunately for the killer, part of their shirt got left behind, to be used as evidence against them.
Isn't that right, Leon?
The 11037 truth bullet is hella sketch. I didn't figure it out when I played through the game for the first time, but I've heard of so many stories where people figured it out immediately and the whole first trial was ruined. Like, I get that it's a beginner trial, but they could have got rid of the entire truth bullet. Like, the crystal ball at the incinerator, that's more than enough evidence to prove that it's Leon. But I guess 2 truth bullets are better than 1, and yeah, it is a beginner trial. It just sucks that if this was your first trial, and you were hoping for some challenge, and then you end up figuring it out immediately, and then you put down the game forever, it just sucks. It just sucks.
Wait a second! I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Chills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Leon's execution is so gruesome. Seeing his terrified face and his pleading makes it so disturbing. After the execution, this was the moment I knew I couldn't put this thing down until I'd finished it. Also, I don't mean to lighten the mood, someone's just died, but seeing Monokuma's face in shock as well is absolutely hilarious to me.
Hey, by the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Oh, well, I'm psychic.
Huh?
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Of course.
It's cause all of you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age you tried humping a plastic bottle.
I mean, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll take a dip to go cheer myself up.
You got it!
Celeste? Chihiro? You wanna come with me?
I'm sorry. I'll pass this time.
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
Oh! I'm melting!
Oh!
Melting!
Oh, I get it now!
After every trial, a new floor opens up. The places of note on the second floor are the pool and the library.
You little bitch!
Oh my god! I think I'm in love!
Seriously, man. She's one scary chick.
We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But, you know...
But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yes? If you have something to say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Stop fucking around.
Hey, shithead! You get off on bullying people that can't fight back? You wanna try that on me?
Byakuya, the fucking asshole that he is, starts bullying Chihiro, which just feels so awful. But Mondo actually speaks up to him and tells him to back off, which I thought was really noble of him. Even though he kind of just spouts insults at Baki baby, but honestly, that's good enough for me. However, Mondo's bad attitude is making things a lot harder for the group. First, he starts a fight with Taka, and then indirectly insulted Chihiro while trying to defend her.
Huh? What's wrong, Chihiro? You don't look so great.
Oh, I'm just going through a little self-loathing.
Huh? Self-loathing?
Well, after what Byakuya said to me yesterday, I just got so nervous I locked out. I couldn't say anything. Mondo ended up having to help me out. And even he said I was someone who can't fight back.
Oh,
I hate how weak I am.
Oh, I see. So Mondo made you depressed.
What? How is it my fault? Are you crying? Ever since I was a kid, there was one thing my brother told me over and over again. He said that no matter what, a real man always keeps his promises. That's what he left me.
He left? You?
Oh, yeah. My brother's dead.
Oh, I see.
That's true.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to make all you guys cry.
Yo.
Anyway, so you can trust me when I make that promise. So you don't gotta cry anymore.
Okay. Thank you, Mondo.
Sure.
Still, don't stress out too much about having to get stronger.
I want to get stronger. Maybe I should start working out.
In that case, I would be happy to help you out anytime.
Everyone, thank you.
This is so sweet. Please let it last.
So what? You're saying you're not a coward? You think you're tougher than me?
Count on it! I know I am!
You wanna fight?
Okay, then let's throw down. Prove you got what I don't got.
So Taka and Mondo are going to have an endurance contest in the sauna. They can't exactly kill each other, so this here will have to do. It's kind of funny, actually.
Hey, Mondo.
What, asshole?
You can take off your uniform, you know? Go ahead. I won't judge.
And you can shut the fuck up and mind your own business.
Hey, guys, I know you both want to prove how big of badasses you are, but Don't you think you've done enough?
Shut up!
Yeah, I just can't win. Morning, huh? I hope Mondo and Taka survived.
What are you talking about, bro?
What are you talking about, bro?
What the?
Friendship between men is stronger than blood. A woman could never understand.
Ain't that right?
What you just said? Bro, that was cool as shit. I should get a tattoo of it.
No, bro! You mustn't! Your body is a temple, given to you by your loving parents.
That's completely different from what you were saying last night.
I see. Friendship between men seems very simplistic. Nothing like what I'm used to with girls.
Yeah, for real.
Oh yeah, Toko's been acting very strange all chapter. Stranger than normal anyway.
He's here. He's really here. Okay, Makoto, go talk to him. What?
Get out and go take a bath. You smell.
She doesn't bathe?
Byakuya, it's gone that far. He must be really concerned about me.
Oh, for fuck's sake! It's time for Monokuma's next motive. This time, it's embarrassing memories or secrets about each person. If someone doesn't kill someone soon, these secrets will become public to everyone. Makoto's really isn't all that bad. He wet the bed until 5th grade. Okay. Kiyotaka makes a really good suggestion that everyone shares their secrets here and now. However, everyone is too hesitant to divulge. Obviously, there are much worse secrets than wetting the bed. God, Makoto's so fucking boring.
Are you sure you should be acting this laid back? I mean, even though something happened to one of your buddy classmates?
What?
You know, I probably have like 50 versions of just Makoto saying, huh?
What? Huh? No, that's wrong. What? What happened? What are you talking about?
That's for me to know and you to find out. Good luck!
Something's happened to someone. Is it? Was it? Sayaka? No, it can't be. She's dead.
No. A huge part of Chapter 2's trial revolves around the serial killer known as Genocide Jack, since the crime scene mimics their serial killings.
Toko!
Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room.
Huh?
Toko was the last one to arrive, and now she was just standing there.
No. Why? Why?
She fainted! That did not sound good!
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up!
As if she'd heard her. Toko suddenly shot awake.
You know, I really did enjoy Toko's character on my first playthrough, but the more I see of her, I'm just kinda sick of her now. It's just a little too much.
I've had enough! I'm getting out of here!
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object.
You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die.
That's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What? Do you want to die? Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space. A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect, or I'll beat some into you.
Calm down. Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said.
Kyoko!
Going back a little bit, Celeste is right though. Byakuya throughout the whole trial seems very eager to solve this case. I also think Mondo is really growing as a character, still defending Chihiro like that. Monokuma also explains here that only 2 people can die during a trial. Okay, so every time Byakuya and Celeste are the two who give the best dialogue and are paying the most attention, and I really like that. It makes me more invested in their characters. Kyoko is also paying attention, but never seems to be prioritizing the current case. She's often off uncovering the mystery of the school instead, even though we don't know that until later. She's so far ahead of everyone that it's almost embarrassing. It's really interesting that Chihiro died in the weights room. She was saying how she wanted to get stronger, and this is where she's murdered. Details like her being murdered at 2 AM implies she wanted to work out alone, which also is supported by how she dismissed Sakura and Hina to work out together. Sometimes, the small, seemingly insignificant details are the most interesting and most vital to uncovering the truth.
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma.
What? He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
Has he been domesticated?
Come on, dance, you fuck. Yay!
There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait. There's 3 of them, huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya?
I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox.
So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and... You're right. This is Sayaka's handbook.
Now do you understand?
I understand. I have to go interrogate Sayaka.
I'm gonna ask you only one time. When did you put your e-handbook in the deposit box?
Hold on a second.
I need an answer.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Hurry.
Wait for us, Hina.
It looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely.
Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me. Gasp!
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
It's the bloodstained poster. Blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too.
Very nice.
Kyoko!
Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress in the investigation? Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing?
Same as before. She won't come out, and she just keeps on mumbling about some Genocide Jack. So I just left her there.
You left her?
My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry. I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret.
Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Right in front of me. Someone standing right here, right in front of me.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Okay, so she's multiple people. It's Hangman's Gambit. What's the word for multiple people? Let's think. Oh, you're kidding me.
Now I understand.
Now I understand. Complete. She's fucking schizo, bro.
All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
The way Makoto describes Toko as lunging backwards, I just can't help but think she's like convulsing on the courtroom floor. It sounds like it's from a horror film.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see? Listen up, Big Mac!
A picture of a big-boobed supermodel.
Dude,
Kyoko!
be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
To begin, Celeste spotted Chihiro in the warehouse last night, stuffing a blue tracksuit into a duffel bag. Chihiro quickly headed out and made his way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. Once there, Chihiro met up with Mondo in order to train together. However, Mondo attacked him and killed him using a dumbbell. The murder was seemingly unplanned and therefore quite messy. In a desperate attempt to hide the murder, they used one of the leftover female e-handbooks from previously dead students to swap the carpet, the bloody poster, and Chihiro's body between changing rooms. Not too long after this, Byakuya discovered the body and decided to change things around a little bit. He decided to string up Chihiro's body to make it look like Genocide Jack was the one responsible for the killing. During this time, the killer went to destroy Chihiro's e-handbook by throwing it in the sauna, since extreme heat is the only way to destroy an e-handbook. The only reason the killer knew this is because they had already destroyed their own handbook previously, leaving only one possible candidate.
Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
The whole motive behind Byakuya's actions is so interesting. Like, he defaced the crime scene, and he became the #1 suspect because he's the only one who knew what Genocide Jack's killings looked like. But he also knew that Toko was Genocide Jack, so he was trying to draw her out. The lengths and depths he'll go just to prove his own point is so pretentious and kind of outstanding. He defaced Chihiro's murder scene. Like, he strung up a dead Chihiro. It's just so fucking dark.
This game is just so depressing, dude. Chihiro was so worried about being so weak, yet Mondo was jealous of him because he was stronger than he could ever be.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
I feel so bad for the guy. This game just kicks you in the dick every chance he can get. Anyway.
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away!
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied! Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Oh, starting off with a bang.
I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here.
Donuts.
Yo, Aoi's room is decked out. Hina hears a strange sound coming from the bathhouse, and what she finds is... This chapter's wild, bro.
It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang.
Impossible.
Or not.
Taka is completely zonked. After seeing his best friend executed right in front of him, he's traumatized.
Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is the only hope we have now.
What? To live here forever?
Here, we have every convenience. We have food, clothes. Our every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied?
Celeste, once again, she really does have a point, you know.
In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess.
Huh?
Here we go!
Maggie, the drill shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon, Cat Girl Dog Boy, Robo Justice, the Galactic King, and what I mean is, there's no 2D here!
Everyone leaves to begin investigating the new floor. Oh, for fuck's sake! The places of note on the 3rd floor are the physics lab, art room, and rec room. Of course Celeste is in the rec room.
We've got fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, video games, baseball, science, all kinds of magazines. Oh, but nothing dirty. This is a school, after all. If you need a quick fix, check out the swimsuit mags.
Why is Monokuma so horny?
Huh? What I saw in that picture was Chihiro, Leon, and Mondo. And they were smiling. Baby.
Makoto finds a seemingly impossible picture on the ground. These people are supposed to be dead, yet here they are together. No one knew each other before the killing game began, so it can't have been taken in the past, but there isn't anything barricading the windows. Before Makoto can speculate further, Monokuma snatches the picture and runs.
Jeez, your knockers are huge! What the heck? Did you convince them to double up on milk production?
Stay away from her, fiend. What the heck? This thing is like a kid's toy. Looks like it can store like 5 pictures, maybe. Doesn't have a timer or anything.
On top of that, its appearance seems questionable. Is this some kind of anime character? Strange.
Bro, she's not strange. She's Princess Pickles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess.
Oh, you recognize this, Hifumi?
Of course I recognize it.
Of course he does. Makoto brings up the picture he found to the group, but predictably, no one believes him. Celeste, being the ultimate gambler, can tell Hina's hiding something, so Hina tells the truth about what she saw last night.
I saw it.
Saw what?
A ghost. The locker room was halfway open, so I took a look inside, and I saw a human shape surrounded by a pale green light. There's no doubt who it was. It was Chihiro.
We end up finding out that the ghost is actually a computer screen, and the computer has an AI loaded into it created by Chihiro, named Alter Ego.
So, first of all, we have to wake it up.
Wake up!
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki. I always get so embarrassed introducing myself. Hello, it's me, Chihiro Fujisaki, on the portable gaming laptop.
Whoever put it here, I don't think they were trying to hide it from us.
Huh? What do you mean?
Hey, haven't you noticed? There's one big difference between this room and all the others.
There's a difference? There's no surveillance camera.
There's no camera in here, which means this is the one spot where the mastermind is blind.
It's the small things like this that get me so excited. We find out that Chihiro created Alter Ego to search the school's laptop files and discover more secrets about the school and the mastermind. Just a twinge of hope has been added to the killing game.
You guys all seem in remarkably good spirits. Did something happen?
No, nothing in particular.
Oh, keeping secrets? No fair! I demand an exclusive interview.
We were just talking about going to the bathhouse. We have not had a chance to relax in some time.
Huh?
Huh? Yeah, that's right. Speaking of which... Okay, boys, why don't you head on back to the dining hall or something? We're gonna take a nice long bath.
Okay, so should we head back to the dining hall now?
Hey, hold on! Something strange here. Very strange.
Strange? What do you mean?
What's strange is, this is the perfect chance for you to sneak a peek.
Huh?
That's...
Without a doubt.
You're absolutely right.
Should I sneak into the bathhouse like Monokuma said? or just go quietly back to the dining hall. Okay, let's go!
Have a smashing good time!
I'm gonna be smashing, yeah, oh my god.
We opened the door to the dressing room, silent as death, and peeked inside. It looked like the girls had already finished changing and gone into the bathhouse. Making sure it was empty, we quietly made our way into the dressing room. The Forbidden Land.
Bro, why is the investigation music playing?
I placed my hand on the door, leading into the bathhouse. I opened it gently, inch by inch. I maneuvered my hand like a master craftsman to avoid making even the slightest sound. A little further, and then on the other side of the thick, rising steam, I saw...
I'm not sure how to put it, but I always feel refreshed after a job well done.
What the fuck do you even mean by that?
Was this really okay? Well, I looked to...
It's Monokuma's next motive. This time...
$10 million! What do you think? It's 10 million bucks! 10 million smackaroos!
Compared to the previous motives, this one seems a little weak. Kiyotaka confronts Alter Ego in the hopes of getting some closure after Mondo's death.
Master told me how close Taka and Mondo had become, so that must be why he feels responsible.
The screen suddenly went dark. And what appeared next was...
Stop fucking around!
You're not letting yourself get crushed under the weight of that responsibility, are you?
Yo.
A man's only worth as much as the load he can carry. You get it, right, bro? Hell, what am I saying? Of course you do.
Alter Ego simulates Mondo in the hopes of snapping Taka back to reason, and, well, it kinda works. Taka has, well, fused with Mondo's personality into an entirely new entity. This chapter's weird, bro, I told you.
Taka?
Who the fudge is Taka?
Your eyes.
Hey, don't worry about it. Guess I caused kind of a scene, huh? Shoot, man.
And your voice.
Yeah. I'm a new me. I'm totally stuffed with fighting spirit now.
I found myself, liking her. Her face, her personality, her voice, even her keyboard.
Hifumi, come on, man, you're better than this. The big conflict that pushes this chapter forwards is the rivalry between Hifumi and Taka. Both want Alter Ego for themselves. Little baby knows.
They're rivals in love. What are you gonna do? Don't put me on the same level as that virgin. I might catch his virginity.
But...
Nah, my guess is you're already infected.
Wait, can you really catch it?
Stop being vulgar. Let's eat breakfast.
This is a good idea.
We actually find out that Alter Ego has gone missing, and it's unlikely the mastermind found it, so it must have been one of the students.
Huh? What? She's gone?
You can't be fudging serious. What did you do with him?
The solution to this particular mystery is obvious. It could only have been him. Mr. Ishimaru, you stole her, didn't you?
What? I'm the ultimate moral compass. I would never do something like that.
Why would any of us want to steal Alter Ego?
How about this for a reason? There is a traitor among us.
Huh?
One of us is working for the mastermind. A spy.
God, Byakuya has some great lines. The next day, next to no one shows up. We quickly begin searching for the people who went missing, and...
Someone! Come here!
Celeste, are you okay? Tell me, please!
What the...
It looks like Celeste has been heckin' bonked in the head by Justice Hammer 1.
Yeah,
He's just a little baby. Celeste uses her Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess camera, don't ask, to take a picture of the attacker who appears to be in a robot costume. This chapter's fucking wild, bro. It was Taka. Taka did it. It was totally Taka. Or maybe not then. This chapter is complicated. Both bodies move by themselves. Hifumi survives his attack before succumbing, and Hiro is found in the locker in the robot suit. This chapter is so fucking weird. Also, look at these little babies.
It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean! I still can't believe you kicked me! You could have been a little more gentle about it. Like, I don't know, caress my face or something?
I mean, you could caress my face. That'd be enough. I think I'll be okay with that.
What? Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Celeste, please. I can't take much more of this. Makoto is so goddamn short. Look how tall he is compared to Byakuya. This is the first investigation that explores the idea of the crime scene changing as the investigation progresses. All the changes happen before the official investigation begins, however, and I wish it would lean more heavily into this idea. It would make for such a complicated and engaging trial if you're collecting statements and those same statements are then contradicted in the same investigation or rendered invalid by the crime scene being tampered with. That will be so interesting.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap.
Oh, this line gives me chills. I love how Aoi's hair gets all spiky when she's angry. They really use it to exaggerate her personality.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
I'm really liking Byakuya now. He's respecting Makoto more, and even though I know the answer to these trials, I'm so intrigued by his points. The moment of truth.
All you'd have to do is bend over.
Oh no! To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please.
Celeste,
Have you forgotten
why are you trying
about
so
the
hard to
picture that I
defend
took?
this? Here's an example of a non-stop debate where I know the answer, yet the logic just doesn't quite click. Even after selecting the right answer, it still doesn't feel right.
Shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Oh. Oh no.
I don't think it's ridiculous at all. Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Anything for you.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Oh no.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
There's one person here who might have that last name.
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is...
Celestia Bludenberg, god damn it!
In order to pull off the murder, the killer persuaded Hifumi, using alter ego, to be an accomplice. The first step was to convince Hiro to meet them in the rec room at 1 in the morning. From there, they drugged him and stuffed him inside the Robo-Justice suit. They staged a photo to make it look like the unconscious Yasuhiro inside of the Robo-Justice suit was attacking Hifumi. The next step was to call Taka to the equipment room at 6 AM, which is where Hifumi killed him with Justice Hammer 4. Justice Hammer 4 was used first in order to create confusion over which time each murder had taken place. From here, the duo had to convince the rest of the group that Robo-Justice was the culprit, so they attacked themselves with Justice Hammer 1 and 2 in order to avoid suspicion. Once Hifumi had been taken to the nurse's office due to his injuries, he faked his own death, making it look like he'd been struck by Justice Hammer 3. Incredibly, the same time Aoi, Makoto, and Celeste found Hifumi, Toko, Sakura, and Byakuya had found Taka upstairs, so when the body discovery announcement played, naturally Makoto thought it was for Hifumi. Once Hifumi was alone again, he took the opportunity to make his escape to take Taka's body all the way to the repository, which explains how each of the bodies disappeared. However, what Hifumi didn't predict was that his partner in crime would turn on him and kill him as well.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine. I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Oh my god, she's completely changed. Her accent is gone. It's crazy to think that Celeste the whole time was lying about wanting to stay here, and now knowing how desperately she wanted to get out. It makes me respect her character even more. She's been playing everyone since day one.
And what was this dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle.
A castle?
And gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards.
What do you say, Cameron? Come to my castle, won't you? You can be my pianist.
Get out of my head. You're not real.
Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
Yo, that's the name of the game!
Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Actually, like, fake crying kind of actually made me cry for real a little bit. God, I don't want to watch this. I'm freaked out, dude. She fucking gets burnt alive? What the fuck, dude?
There are aspects of this trial that I really like. Discovering the truth was probably the most satisfying in this trial, but the convoluted nature just dampens the whole experience. The fact that Celeste is the only person that has true intent on planning and killing someone makes this trial exceptionally thrilling.
Seeing Celeste snap between realities was so satisfying to watch. Having Hifumi agree to help was so natural, since she used alter ego as the catalyst, meaning she's the one who stole it.
However, like I said, there are aspects about this case that really bother me.
The whole scenario with Hifumi going up, collecting Taka's body, and then locking the door behind him is just a little too convoluted. Number one, how in the world did Hifumi get from the first floor all the way to the current floor without being seen or noticed by anyone? It is such a stretch of the imagination that I just cannot believe that it's possible. Next, I might have missed this. However, who exactly locks the door to the repository? Is it Hifumi or is it Celeste? If Hifumi locked the door behind him, how did Celeste get in to kill him? They specifically say it can only be locked on the inside, so was Celeste also in there when Hifumi arrived? But I thought she was with us, and the door can only be locked from the inside, so I'm assuming she locked the door and closed it behind her, but then how do they get it open afterwards? These are really small details, and I can look past them, but there's so many of them that they all build up into one giant problem, and I just really wish this entire scenario was better fleshed out.
Another detail is that if Celeste's real name is written in her handbook, then why isn't it written in everyone else's?
Kyoko manages to locate alter ego and begins to open up about where she goes every trial.
She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this?
Kyoko has found a hidden room. Makoto finds a note saying that no one can leave, but before he can look any further, he fucking dies.
Super Luigi Galaxy!
Pulling his way back to his room, Makoto hears a sound coming from the gym. Sakura and Monokuma are fighting each other.
How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
I'm going to resist you.
Then, could it be? The mastermind spy is...
With so little people left, we go and explore the 4th floor. The places of note on this floor are the chem lab, the office, the headmaster's room, which is locked, the data lab, which is also locked, and the music room. Once again, Makoto stumbles across another impossible picture. A painful reminder of what we've lost. But how? How is this possible?
I asked you a question. Is this picture real, or is it a fake?
The picture is real. No more, no less.
Makoto and Kyoko are talking about the secret room, nothing we haven't heard before, but God, she looks so gorgeous in this lighting, dude.
I just died in your arms tonight.
The game doesn't let you tell Kyoko about what you saw with Sakura, and that's so disappointing. Branching pathways in development, I'm sure, are really difficult to keep track of, but it's such a shame that you're forced to keep it a secret. The headmaster's room sounds like the perfect place to find some clues, but how do we get past the lock?
It should be no problem for the world's strongest missing link to knock down one measly door.
What was that?
Come on
Then what
now.
did you say? Because I know you weren't talking about tearing down the door to the headmaster's room.
No, I was kidding. Please don't get mad.
I'm not mad. Ugh.
You're totally mad.
Breaking down a locked door is prohibited. There, that's a rule now, you jerks.
The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
But if he would go out of his way to make up a rule like that, there's no doubt that something important must be hidden in the headmaster's room.
There was medicine and health stuff, but on top of that, there was also, a bunch of different poisons.
Poison?
You remember when I found that picture on the 3rd floor the other day?
Perhaps.
You mean the one that showed Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon all together, right?
Yeah, I remember. What about it?
Well, I found another one. Another picture. Almost just like that one.
Another one?
But this time, the picture was of Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka.
Huh?
And they were all smiling. And the classroom in the picture didn't have any metal covering the windows.
So the picture of Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon wasn't the only one. Now you found the one that had Celeste, Hifumi, and Sakaya? Sakaya? Now you found one that had Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka?
But how can that...
You really came! Everyone, come closer. I already told Byakuya, but I was finally able to crack open all the files that were on this laptop.
It's revealed that the school purposefully placed the students inside with the intention of them living out the rest of their lives here. The reason for this is because of a particular event, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, to be exact.
The one leading Hope's Peak staff. The one who finalized the plan to isolate you. Was the Hope's Peak headmaster. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. The headmaster? Your midnight extracurricular activities only put us in even more danger.
Please, stop it.
You wouldn't need us. Stop, wouldn't you? Your sweaty hands gripping the...
Hey, stop! Why?
Sakura?
What is it?
Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you.
Can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today.
Well, that's a shame. Instead of giving a simple motive this time, Monokuma reveals Sakura to be the spy working for him. It all makes sense going back to that meeting now. Sakura was supposed to get the ball rolling if no one decided to kill each other. Yet Sayaka had to be a fucking little bitch.
The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend who we can trust without question. Is that it? Okay then, Sakura. If you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are.
Well, sorry, I can't. Even I don't know that.
You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious. If Sakura were to die, That's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that.
Hold on, Byakuya!
In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest.
What the hell?
You disgust me! You're a monster! To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die!
Hina continues to defend against Byakuya's insufferable attitude. Kyoko recognizes that this behavior is exactly what the mastermind wanted out of the spy's reveal.
So, what should I do today?
Makoto! We got a big problem, man!
Hina!
Toko attacks Hina over Sakura, and Hina's rushed to the nurse's office. Sakura is absolutely furious.
I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now.
Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
I may have overreacted.
Huh?
Sayaka, friendship ended. Kyoko, on the other hand. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I have one Sayaka up for grabs. Now, is anybody interested in my Sayaka? Yes.
Alter Ego has asked for Kyoko and Makoto's help. He wants to be connected to the school network in the hopes of discovering more. This means he has to be moved, which is extremely risky. The only place with a network cable and connection is the hidden room recently uncovered.
I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket.
It tickles.
Shh! You can't talk right now.
Shut up!
Beep, boop. Bop, boop. Beep.
And that should do it.
That's right. Yeah, I think it worked.
Who is at the door? I don't want to deal with this right now. Come on. So, how you doing? So, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Makoto, get out here.
Kyoko? What's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened.
Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
Danganronpa.
Hina's naturally the most torn up of the whole group. Her and Sakura were super close, and it's heartbreaking knowing she's now gone.
Sakura was such a strong pillar in the group dynamic, and it's probably the death that I'm the most torn up about. She was so close to making it.
This investigation is going to be complicated. The central theme of this investigation is the barricaded locked door. It's the only entrance to the rec room, so how did the killer get out if it was barricaded from the inside? This would be so much more compelling if the answer wasn't immediately obvious.
I don't have much to say about this trial. I'm not going to spoil the answer until the end, of course, but nearly everybody that I've known play this game has figured it out almost immediately, even me. I pretty much figured it out almost immediately, and we haven't even gathered a single truth bullet yet.
Anyway, let's just get into it. That is not what I clicked at all.
How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
And here are the medicine cabinets. A, B, C. And that is the bottle. And done. I wonder what Byakuya is gonna say about this.
So, how's this?
Not bad. For you, I mean.
It's shit. It's shit is what you're saying.
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons.
I
Now then,
I can't
please
wait.
get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there.
There is so little people left in the elevator compared to the beginning.
The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Yo, that was clean.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind.
Before you hit her from behind, you only hit her.
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong.
See, this doesn't exactly make sense. Kyoko's examination truth bullet states Sakura got hit twice, but Hiro only hit her once. What confuses me is that Hiro isn't lying. He did only hit her once, but the truth bullet works because Sakura actually technically got hit twice. Yet, what Hiro says isn't wrong. Like, yes, the logic does make sense, but some of these answers are way more convoluted than others.
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
What a twist! This was such a good twist! Hina, the person you'd least suspect, was the one who killed Sakura?
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
Surely you're not. Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Byakuya is freaking out. It's delightfully satisfying seeing Byakuya crumble like this. He was so sure that Hina was the culprit.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Byakuya is losing it.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
The case begins with Sakura asking a number of people to meet her in the rec room, specifically Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. Toko arrived earlier and instead hid inside the locker. From there, she witnessed Sakura entering the room. Next, Hiro arrived, but when he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try and kill him, so he panicked, and without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and hit Sakura over the head with it. Thinking he had killed her by accident, he began trying to cover up the crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message, making it think Sakura was trying to say Toko killed her. Toko, being inside the locker, had witnessed everything. So when Yasuhiro left, she jumped out of the locker to hide the magazine instead, in hopes no one would notice. Unfortunately, she put the magazine onto the rack upside down. Before she knew it, Sakura slowly opened her eyes. Seeing the blood drip off of her forehead, Genocide Jack appears. From the shock of seeing Sakura, Genocide Jack also panicked and grabbed another Monokuma bottle, hitting Sakura once again over the head. Genocide Jack then did a really crude job at trying to clean up the crime scene with the rest of the glass. However, none of this matters because Sakura had already made her final decision. Sakura had grabbed some poison from the Ken lab. She locked the room from the inside, drank the mixture, and took her final breath. It was a shock to everyone that Sakura had died, except for one person who already knew what was going on. At that time, that person swapped the bottle of poison for a protein can, in an effort to place the suspicion on themselves. They wanted the trial to have a false conclusion.
Baby Kyoko.
It's you, Hina.
This trial is honestly fantastic. It's just such a shame that Sakura's suicide is the most obvious and logical conclusion. Otherwise, it probably would be one of my favorite trials. The idea that Hina could have been the one to actually kill Sakura was just mind-blowing. And I wouldn't put it past this game to actually do that. And to also see Byakuya completely crumble is just so satisfying.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me.
Because of Sakura's sacrifice, the remaining 6 form a pact to end the killing and instead turn their full attention to foiling the mastermind. Yes, even Byakuya. And because Sakura committed suicide, that means nobody has to be executed.
Wait, where's Alter Ego?
I should really rest after that execution and dream of nice things.
Wake up.
Huh? Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Yes, it is I, Kyoko Kirigiri from the hit 2010 video game Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, released on popular platforms such as the PlayStation Portable and the iOS Apple Store.
Kyoko tells us to head to the data center to distract Monokuma while she continues to investigate. It turns out Sakura, before she died, broke the lock on the headmaster's room, which is where Kyoko found a not very noteworthy, easy to forget secret.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Holy shit, that gave me like literal chills. For the final time, we investigate the 5th and highest floor. The places of note on this floor are the garden, the archery range, the biolab, and just some more classrooms. I wonder what could possibly be in this one.
Is this the Angel Hotline? Oh, great. Can I be transferred to Jesus Christ, please? Yes, I'll hold.
I believe this is the only place so far where the blood is actually red and not scented pink like everywhere else. This place got chickens. Step away from the chicken coop. The room that we found Byakuya in, the one that was the massive crime scene, is deduced to be where the most awful, most tragic, most terrible event in the human...
Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this.
A knife?
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto?
Huh? Me?
Okay, so here you go, Makoto.
What the fuck? This bitch fucking stabbed me!
Unable to fully trust Kyoko, Byakuya limits her options by taking away her room key to prevent more suspicious activity. Kyoko accepts with no resistance. But what is really strange is what kind of ultimate is Kyoko? Will we ever find out?
I can't.
What? What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck? What do you mean?
Because I don't remember.
What?
I have no memory of what I am.
What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
Cuz, look! Now I'm...
Kyoko!
Hey, I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room.
But what did you steal?
So...
I stole this.
Key?
It appears that the other thing Kyoko obtained from the headmaster's office was a skeleton key. So now she could move freely around the entire academy and even enter her own room even though Byakuya has her key. We once again bring up Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student hidden somewhere in the school. Watch out. Shut up. But who is she? Is she the mastermind? Kyoko speculates that while the mastermind is controlling Monokuma, they're unable to watch the cameras at the same time.
What were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you in the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm, I bet you guys. All over her, didn't you?
Through the power of connections, I was fortunate enough to score an exclusive interview with the Makoto Naegi himself. I needed to know what Monokuma said and what he really did with Kyoko that night. And what he told me was explosive. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn on the audio recording for the camera and it is lost to time, but I tell you what, wow, it was really something. Okay, I'll be perfectly honest, there is no reason this clip is in the video. There's absolutely no reason for it. I was starting to try and think of a joke and then the joke went absolutely nowhere, but I'm keeping it in because, oh my god, you have no idea how difficult it was to make this shot look this good. Are you kidding me? How did I do that? How did I make him pick it up?
Theater, brought to you by Spike Chunsoft Company Limited.
What the fuck was that? That was the most direct fourth wall break we've had so far. What the fuck? What is going on? Sakura's Revenge, the game the world's been waiting for. Unfortunately, development has been cancelled. Of course, if you buy enough Danganronpa, who knows? So buy copies, all your friends, poo-hoo-hoo. Hope Cedar came to school. Oh, you cheeky little fucking bastards. The next morning, it appears that our little distraction last night worked. Kyoko has disappeared and even Monokuma can't find her. Wherever she's entered using the skeleton key must be a new place without security cameras. But we've reached the top floor. There can't be any other places, can there? Makoto dreams of recalling himself say that the students are supposed to stay and not escape? This is surprising, because it kinda echoes Alter Ego's discovery that the staff of Hope's Peak Academy were the ones who trapped the students.
My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh? Kyoko?
Once Makoto heads to the dining hall, however, Hina tells him that a lot has happened during the night. Makoto heads to the gym only to find...
Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing? What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling?
Byakuya found Monokuma limp and took the initiative to dismantle him. This freaked me out. When I first came across it, I was like, it's fucking Monokuma! What are you doing? The most interesting takeaway from this, however, is that if Monokuma's been abandoned and such dismantled, what's happened to the mastermind? With the mastermind presumably out of the way, it's time to look around the school for some serious clues before they potentially resurface. Toko goes to get a pickaxe to break down the headmaster's door, but when she comes back...
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden.
What? What did you find?
Did you hear me? A said corpse.
But wait, who is this?
Danganronpa.
This has to be Kyoko, right? I mean, I really wish it wasn't, but she's been missing for a while, and the corpse has the same boots as her. But if it is Kyoko, then how were both of them in my room last night? With Monokuma out of commission, could this mean that the body is the mastermind? And that's why Monokuma's been seemingly abandoned? Could this be the 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba, who is hidden somewhere inside the school, watch out for her, who right now is presumed to be the mastermind?
Let's just tear the mess clean up.
Come on. Wait, don't!
The explosion burns the face beyond recognition, so now we have no way of identifying the body. I guess all that's left to do is... A key is found next to the dead body. Thankfully, it's not Kyoko's skeleton key. Otherwise, I would be very sad right now. No, this key actually unlocks the data lab. Now we can discover what secrets this room is hiding.
Every part of the school was covered. This is...
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera.
This must be the private room where the mastermind controls everything from.
Then I think this settles it. The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the mastermind.
Then the mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead?
It would seem so.
Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV?
Oh, I hate this channel. YouTube channel, that is.
Huh? This is...
It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be...
No. There must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup.
A trick? What kind of trick?
Oh my fucking god.
You're supposed to be dead.
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
Before we can even process this new information, Monokuma interrupts, saying the group has a more important task.
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
We have to go through another class trial. With the mastermind still alive, this trial just got infinitely more complicated. The unidentified body was speculated to be Mukuro, who was also speculated to be the mastermind. If the mastermind isn't dead, then could it really be Kyoko? What's more troubling is that Makoto so far is the only one without an alibi. Everyone was in the gym taking apart Monokuma last night, and with Kyoko missing, potentially dead, Makoto is the prime suspect. It doesn't help that the knife in the victim is the same one that we were given for safekeeping. And after all this time, I can't believe that I haven't even brought up the investigation music yet. Box 16 evolves from Box 15 with a full-on electric guitar solo and driving beat. I particularly love it when they bring in the same melodic bops from the first track.
Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here. At least, not as far as the case is concerned.
What the hell does that mean? What did Makoto find? We end up finding Mukuro Ikusaba's student registry. She's not the ultimate despair, but the ultimate soldier, who is part of an elite mercenary group called Fenrir. Sex? Yes, please. Monokuma arrives and finally admits that there were a total of 16 students taking part in the killing game. But the question still remains, where has she been all this time? And why?
Are you thinking about Kyoko again?
I'm always thinking about Kyoko.
Hey.
She's alive! Honestly, thank God, there's no way I can get through this trial without you. This one's a fucking mess. Ah, so she was investigating the second floor of the dorms. I forgot that place exists since we've never seen it. She must have used the skeleton key since it can access any lock in the school. Oh my God, my eyes! What is this courtroom thing?
Let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost!
Jesus.
What do you think, Makoto?
Fuck off.
But
She has legs and stuff.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at these lovely lady legs that we got here. Now we have a special deal going on. You buy one, you get the other one, the same price as the first one. We don't do discounts here. But wait, there's more. If you call within the next 15 minutes, then you can get a second pair of legs for the same price as the first one. No discounts here. They're just walking. They're just walking around. Where are they going? Like, where are they going? I don't know. I don't know where they're going.
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
So who's the goddamn mastermind then?
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
Well, I don't know how I haven't mentioned this before, but holy shit, these portraits. Monokuma's just shaking with rage.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh? So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
Holy fucking shit. It is, isn't it? Kyoko is so close to revealing the truth about the school that the mastermind is framing her. Okay, I absolutely hate this truth bullet. Playing this game myself was a nightmare, and playing it with friends wasn't any easier.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no.
Shit!
I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Dude, Kyoko's kicking my ass right now. She's gonna get me executed at this rate.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet...
No, that's wrong.
God damn it, I don't want to bring it up again, but it just doesn't make any sense. Hit on the back of her head shouldn't refute the statement of the victim's fatal injury. If anything, it should support it. It works when you take the entire statement into account, but so many other truth bullets in the past have only worked because you have to take the statement out of context on the face value of just the yellow text. It doesn't make any sense. You know, this is probably exactly why they changed it to consent bullets in the second game.
The Titanium era. It was in the dojo locker. I have no doubt that.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, because in the Monokuma, it said the weapon must have been about as... It seems like an arrow.
Hey, that's not just me, is it? There's something wrong with that voice. Can we check out audio to make sure that everything's going smoothly? My voice sounds weird. What do you mean my voice sounds weird?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. What do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie.
Oh my god, she is lying. You know what this means, right? If we tell everyone that Kyoko can get into a room using the skeleton key, then that will condemn her as the killer. But if we pursue the lie and let Kyoko get away, what if she did kill Mukuro? She certainly was able to. This is not an easy decision, but for the sake of the video, let's see what happens when we out Kyoko.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
Then I guess that's it. Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it.
Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial.
These models still freak me out. The close-up of the eyes, Kyoko just sitting there shaking, unable to see what's behind her. It's gruesome, dude. After Kyoko's execution, we get a quick glimpse of the future of what could have been. The students remain trapped inside Hope's Peak Academy forever.
No, that's wrong!
Let's this time let the lie go and save Kyoko. We'll beat the mastermind together, hand in hand.
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
Makoto, us, the player, gets voted as the blackened, and Monokuma allows it? This doesn't make any sense. It seems Makoto must suffer the same fate as Kyoko. Is this truly it for our protagonist?
I won't allow it!
Honestly, what an exhilarating trial. The entire time you have this raw sense of unease. None of it makes sense or adds up. The fact that you have to blindly choose to trust Kyoko and not call her out on her lie, resulting in you getting the punishment, is just fantastic. Not to mention how Kyoko is fully aware of the trap this trial presents, which makes it all the more scary. Now, however, we find Makoto stuck at the bottom of the trash chute. By the way, if you remember, this Monokuma machine is actually the punishment rocket seen in the very first cutscene of the game.
I love little details like this.
Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here?
Ew, what is that giant piece of trash?
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude.
It smells awful.
Kyoko? You've got a little... never mind.
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything.
Oh my god, finally! Kyoko says that she had a purpose at Hope's Peak, but the mastermind has stolen her memories to stop her from interfering. Clearly, she's more important than even she realizes, and that fact alone might have been a big enough push for her to discover the secret of the school.
But why me?
Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but...
So I'm stupid.
My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective.
Oh my god! I had no fucking idea.
One of my friends, who also did a bit of voice acting, figured it out in chapter 1. I mean, just fucking look at her design. She can analyze me anytime.
Kyoko has also discovered that her goal was to find the headmaster, who turns out to be... Daddy Kirigiri? Okay, so the headmaster's totally not the mastermind then. Kyoko reveals that the entire point of the previous class trial was a setup to get her killed. Good thing we didn't call her out on a lie or anything, but it's clear that the last trial was extremely messy.
I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death.
Okay, Kyoko, calm down. Fuck's sake, Makoto, you're a fucking idiot. I hate you. I hate you. This was a golden opportunity and I will literally kill your whole family.
I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression.
Yeah, or anything else, you fucking idiot. Kyoko demolishes Monokuma with facts and logic, proving he was the one who killed Mukuro and not Makoto.
If you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
Then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true. To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one horny of a...
I said horny. I mean, come on, he says climax. He says climax.
Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I'm not saying that.
Is he broken?
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit.
Ah!
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh? Last class trial?
In other words,
we're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh boy, here we go, dude. Monokuma has stated that the only people to enter Hope's Peak Academy are the 16 students, meaning one of those students has to be the mastermind. There is a lot going on in this chapter, being the last chapter of the game. So many mysteries to uncover, and even now, new revelations keep popping up. It's just such a great time, especially since all the answers are minutes away. Whatever room you want, with every room unlocked in the school, it's time to complete the final investigation.
A picture of a girl, perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class, number 78.
Damn, she kinda cute. Look, I like black hair, okay?
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32.
That is indeed vital information. All these characters are tiny. 46 kilos? The door I'm most excited to see behind is the Monokuma door in the data center. It's like this super awesome Monokuma control room. The controllers are even little paws.
Hey!
Give me all your donuts!
Hina, you silly son of a bitch!
What?
With this discovery, Kyoko's theory is proven correct. With Monokuma's control room separate from all the cameras in the data center, it means the mastermind really couldn't watch everyone while controlling Monokuma.
What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here.
She's right fucking there. Jesus Christ, we're so close. The next place to investigate is the second floor of the dorms, and it's been completely destroyed. I mean, look at this. There's one little detail in this area that doesn't have anything to do with the mystery or the game itself. It's just something interesting coming from a game design perspective. This is the only area in the game, at least the only area I can think of, where you can see the black void outside the map. The ceiling I can forgive, it's not something you notice consciously, but it's just kind of strange seeing nothing behind this wall. I tell you what though, this bathroom still looks really good. I mean, those fish are still alive. How'd they do that though? The second floor of the dorms also has the red blood and not pink blood, just like the classroom. It's likely because it's not fresh and all dried up. Oh, hello. Yo, the headmaster's private room is nice. It's so weird to think that this has been here since the very beginning, literally over our heads. Kyoko has discovered the completely hidden secret room behind this wall, but can't figure out how to open it. Believe it or not, the password to open it is Kyoko's name itself. And just like that, I need to change every single one of my passwords now. Everyone knows it. Thanks, Danganronpa. That's just straight up a real picture of a bow.
That body. That's my father.
Hello, sir. It's lovely to meet you.
Jesus Christ, Alter Ego wasn't kidding when he said the headmaster was in the school. Oh my gosh, she's just a little baby. Look at those tiny little stubby arms. Oh, she's just a baby. Makoto enters a room full of damaged lockers and finds one belonging to Yasuhiro. Inside a second locker, Makoto also comes across a notebook. It belongs to Kyoko. Kyoko's handwriting is pristine until suddenly Makoto reaches the last page. The handwriting is crude, as if it was written in a hurry. But what those last pages say is shocking.
Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There is a second despair.
Please make your way to the gym ASAP possible.
After the announcement, Makoto heads straight to the gym, only to be given another picture?
It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I didn't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. Mukuro Ikusaba? Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else?
It's so haunting learning that the biolab was transformed into a makeshift morgue. Sayaka's in there somewhere, the poor thing. While Kyoko inspects Mukuro's body, Makoto discovers that the blue lights indicate if a fridge is occupied. Makoto counts 9 lights. 9? Is that right? A debate is brought up as to the true cause of Mukuro's death, since it seems the knife and the blow to the back of Mukuro's head were inflicted afterwards. While I didn't know it at the time, this unveils to be my absolute favorite twist in the whole game.
Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? I accept.
What? Yet another mystery is discovered. Kyoko gives Makoto a video of each student agreeing to spending the rest of their lives trapped inside Hope's Peak Academy. This game's piling on the lore, and it's only going to get more hackers once the trial starts.
I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh.
I have no idea how long that went on for. Oh my god, my voice.
No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now.
Oh, that's a good one. You can use that almost anywhere if you try hard enough. It seems that Monokuma has given everyone their own picture. Just a side note, these pictures are really nice, and I wish there was more of this artwork in the game. It's so strange that Celeste is the only one who just uses their normal render, but whatever, I'll take it, I'll let it slide. However, there's a crucial detail in each of these photos that is subtle enough to just eat away at you without even knowing. Monokuma has taken away 2 years of our memories. But why? So many questions!
What memories you took from us? That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
This trial is so fucking good. Mukuro's profile states that she didn't have a single injury anywhere on her entire body from all of her missions. She was that efficient. So how did she get all those wounds? Seeing Kyoko's hands is truly horrifying. The fact that the framing clearly still tries to hide it makes it seem so much worse. Poor little baby.
I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right?
Oh, here we go. We're getting closer.
What about if the same person was killed twice?
Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's? The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Wait a minute. Why does this look familiar? It was at this point in my first playthrough where I figured it out. And oh my god, what a feeling. I have never felt such a rush like I did when I figured it out.
Remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears all over her body. Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
right at the beginning of the game. Who we thought was Junko Enoshima was actually the 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. It wasn't long until Mukuro met her demise at the hands of the mastermind, Junko Enoshima. Her body all this time was kept in the biolab until Junko dragged her out using a tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder and tried to frame Kyoko. Junko had to convince us that Mukuro was still alive and in the school, so she put on a mask and attacked Makoto. She then put that mask onto Mukuro's body so that the group would think that the killer and Mukuro were the same person. With a knife stuck through Mukuro's chest, it made it look like the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, Junko strapped a bomb to the body. With Mukuro's body now charred beyond recognition from the explosion, Junko managed to destroy any remaining evidence.
The real Junko Enoshima! That's the whole story behind this incident.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
So, you finally figured it out. Yes, it is me, Junko fucking Enoshima, on the VR chat media player.
The fact that an insignificant piece of dialogue brought up at the very beginning of the game becomes the most vital part of information to solving Junko's identity is just... It's just fantastic.
Me, Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair!
Holy shit, calm down, woman. The fact that Junko and Mukuro were a team, but Junko betrayed her and killed her, is kind of heartbreaking. You can see the shock on Mukuro's face when she died. Even her dialogue suggests that she had no clue that her own death was even a possibility.
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Why do we all agree to be trapped inside Hope's Peak Academy?
What have you done?
I've taken over the entire world, bitch.
But why?
Capitalism.
Oh, okay.
The world has ended. That's the important thing. As long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
What do you think happened to the Togami family?
This sends shivers down my spine. We all know what happened, and yet, oh my god, man, they're just hammering it home. Absolutely one of my favorite parts of any trial. That might have been my favorite part of any trial, but this...
You've been murdering each other? For nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
This is probably the most haunting part of not just the trial, but the whole game. They killed all their friends, people they cared about, and they didn't even know. I'm getting hyped just thinking about it. I've played the game 3 times already.
If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
You're such a bitch!
Suck it up, bitch!
Why are you doing this?
You stole my Snickers bar!
Oh yeah, she loved it.
And you never replied to my emails!
That's Sayaka's fault!
Makoto gives everyone the hope they need to make their final decision to leave Hope's Peak Academy.
Don't lose hope now!
We defeat Junko in a final battle, ending with Makoto no longer the ultimate lucky student, but the ultimate hope.
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to the school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fail at the very end.
True despair.
It's the most ultimate despair.
To have the chance to taste the highest grade despair. The utter failure of my dreams.
True despair.
I am so hopelessly happy right now.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay. Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope.
Yeah! Makoto totally seduced us over to his side.
Everyone!
Hey, you said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
However...
But the same is true of hope. Because it's almost punishment time, right? All I want now is to taste that despair of death that you only get once in life. So...
Don't get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful! Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Seeing Junko walk with Monokuma, it's almost sad. I feel sorry for her. There's no one out there that truly understands her. So instead of forcing despair onto others, she just accepts her fate and spirals into despair herself. What the fuck am I doing? I'm sympathizing with fucking Junko Enoshima.
And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy? It was all over.
I'm not doing a project of this scale ever again. It's just too much to manage. This project took me an entire year to create, along with the costs of hiring voice talent and the props, the bloody cutouts. It's just not something that's viable, considering that they're all passion projects. I mean, when I did the Fire Emblem video, I did that just out of pure passion, and that took 3 years of re-editing, rewriting the script until it finally came out. And this one, I guess you could say, didn't take as long because it only took me a year, but that really doesn't make it any less taxing to put together. I was gonna do something about the anime and the manga, but it's just too much. I actually wore this Makoto cosplay along with VLACEO, who cosplayed Mondo, to Supernova last year. And I thought we did really good, except after the convention, we had one of the hardest downpours we've had in years, and it just ruined the wig. Like, I did such a good job on this wig. This is the first wig I've ever done, but after that downpour, it's just never come out the same again. And I've tried touching it up, but it's just ruined. So I had to use this ruined wig for all of filming, and it was just, why? Anyway, I just wanted to bring up all the voice talent that was in this, because it wasn't just me this time. This wasn't just something that I did. I commissioned a bunch of people to help out with this one. Alright, first up we have VLACEO, who voiced Yasuhiro, Hifumi, and Sakura. I know VLACEO in real life, in person, and we're playing through V3 right now. They also helped out with the music at the beginning, if you remember the cover I did in the intro, however long ago that was. Next up we have Lauren, good old Lauren, another one of my close friends doing Sayaka and Hina, and also the vocals for that same song that I just mentioned, the intro. Next up we got David, and David's such a homie, bro. I originally wasn't gonna give Mondo to David, I was gonna give it to someone else, but then they're like, I don't know if I can pull that off. So like last minute, as David was doing Byakuya's voice, I said, hey, can you just do Mondo as well? And he's like, yeah, of course. Yeah. Fantastic. Such a good job. Next we have AETHER, who voiced Chihiro and Toko, including Genocide Jack. What a fantastic job they did, just flipping between Toko and Genocide Jack and Chihiro's timidness. For one of their first voice roles, I was so impressed and just so happy that they could come on board. Next we have Blake, and Blake is such a lifesaver. Oh my goodness. Because I had no idea what I was going to do with Celeste. Celeste is one of the hardest voices, and Blake was like, yeah, I think I could pull that off. So I'm like, cool, go for it. Oh man. And I was supposed to do Taka and Leon because I didn't have anybody else to do it. So it was just so nice that everything just rolled into one package, and I just can't thank them enough for coming on because I was so freaking out about Celeste. And finally, of course, we have MILLI. MILLI. Incredible job with all the Junko, all her different personalities. I couldn't ask for anything more. And the Kyoko, of course, I was so worried about Kyoko as well because she's such an important character. And you pulled them both off just fantastic. I want to thank all of my voice actors and actresses for coming on and just doing all of this with me, because this is the first time I've done such a massive collaborative project before. And to have people receptive and wanting to help out is just incredible. And of course, I'll have all of my voice talents links in the description below. Oh man, what a project. Trying to juggle all of these voices and figure out who's who. And then there's a bunch of voices that never made it in because they either cancelled on me or just stopped responding. And it was a lot of fun. It was fun. It's a project for fun. I really can't thank everyone enough for joining on. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. Just one last thing. I put on a live video game music concert this year, and one of the songs we played was Box 16 from Danganronpa. And if you're interested in listening to that, it is going to be right here. I'll link it at the end of the video. I don't know what's going to happen after this video, but I can say that things are happening. The ball is rolling. I have projects in the works. I have a bunch of ideas. I can't promise any of them are going to happen. I don't know when they're going to happen or where, because I'm actually moving internationally pretty soon. That's something else entirely. But I have a lot of ideas, and I'm just always so raring to make content. So be on the lookout for anything new that I might make. All right, I'm off to do anything else other than editing. I'm off to Japan for 2 weeks, like quite literally. I leave in a couple days. So I'm finishing this project and I'm just getting the fuck out of here. I'm so fucking done with this project. I'm done. Goodbye.